yaar. No, I got ABCL. 2011 we started. So we literally actually hoarded up and bought. This was actually 5 plots of land.
Wow.
Seamstress happens in the 2011. I also start Seamstress, which is my clothing label. Where I work with handloom weavers from across the country. Handloom weavers, block printers. I'm very glad you remember me as a studious person, and I don't think I was anything of the sort.
Look at this, Rasmi. You have 345 reviews on TripAdvisor and you have 5-star TripAdvisor reviews. You have 2 of 18 resorts in Kochi.
There's too much of, sleepless nights. I'm here and I wonder that why am I anywhere else?
You were very focused on studies. Now, I might be misplaced in that.
You're throwing a spanner in my marriage. Abhi ghar jaake we need to thapad marna. So there's a Dutch palace across the river on the other side, and that was our inspiration. So as you can see, if you see behind me, can you see these columns?
Yes,
The
we
ground
can.
floor
Yeah.
is ground floor is so that is actually inspired by Dutch architecture. In fact, when we shoot over here and we do drones, we get messages from the airport authorities that
Okay.
you're not allowed to do that over here. So we're that close to it. Funnily termed, don't laugh now. It was called dial a CD. Okay. And we literally categorize the songs by genre, different genre, and then someone could actually dial in and say, "ये मेरा favorite singer है, ये मेरा favorite whatever genre है," and then you just throw up a whole options for him or her, and then burn a CD and courier it to them.
I think our generation, we grew up watching Tom Cruise in Cocktail, and some of that influenced us.
With this, I wanted to bring together what was an ancient, forgotten heritage and give it like a new age spin. And I remember GD where I had figured out this one thing. Sometimes what happens if there's a topic that you have no idea about कि क्या बोल रहे कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा, because that is a possibility. तो क्या करो? Just be quiet for some time and then summarize other people's points. And summarize. I got out of that difficult space and you start looking at this work for what it is. And suddenly one fine day you find yourself, surrounded by a lot of clothes. And then you start thinking that, what more can I do over here? 12 hours by road. And if you were to fly, it's like just 1 hour. The airport is very close by. It's just
Okay.
25 minutes from where we are. So this was about 6 months after we started. We opened our doors. This was 2018. 2017 December is when we actually started, on Christmas Day actually. And 2018 around August, we were told that the waters are going to rise, but there was nothing here. So then we thought it's fine, it's going to be okay, everything's fine. We came back here because at that point I was a little bit worried. The fears then were very basic, if the waters rise a little bit, what's going to happen to my lawn? Is it going to get flooded? And what about my lights? Should I pluck out my lights? We didn't really we weren't prepared for that kind of the water that actually rose, because there's never been anything in the history of Kerala. It's not like there was any precedence. So the structure held, but everything else was washed away, literally. So it would be to experiment in your career, not just stick to one path. So Portuguese reigned for a bit and then they were ousted by the Dutch. Now there's a fort over here close by which was Portuguese and then were occupied by the Dutch. One of the projects that I was working on would have been the precursor to today's Spotify. It's a little uncomfortable conversation, but I think that I would like to say it. So because Ayurveda is much more than that. It can, if what I want is for, like, say, and coming from small town Kerala, one of the major reasons I actually wrote The Cat was because I wanted to get out of there. Okay, and this is not what I wanted. I don't want to be here. I want to leave this place. It's like they say about second marriages, no? Like, tease to ho jayega. In
Tease ho
hostel
jayega.
style tease. Haan,
Hostel
in
style
hostel
tease.
style. That's not the truth. And jump into the river.
And jump into the river. Oh my God. Oh.